like to enlarge on what Sam says with two observations. First one is, from my vantage point, a lot of this is déjà vu. The Liberation Square, which we've all seen on television. The first degree, my university degree, was at American University in Cairo, which is actually on that square. And I used to live a little bit further. Now, it's déjà vu because in the 50s, the bad guy, early 50s, the bad guy was Farouk. The good guys were Naguib, Nasser, and Mubarak. They were coming in with almost the same rhetoric to actually renew the place, introduce modernism and things like that. And according to the analysis, for the first 12 years, Mubarak did some things, and then he got spoiled and he did all the other things. But there's a lot of déjà vu. The bad guy was Farouk, and not only was he doing all the things, he was corrupt, and he was also cheating at poker. There's a famous story about playing poker in Monaco where he had 3 kings facing 3 aces, and then he took the money because he says, "I'm the 4th king." So there's a lot of déjà vu. The second observation I'd like to make, which stems from the first, is if you take a long-term perspective on revolutions, 80% of revolutions end up with a situation worse than they started up. The revolution in Iraq, which was coup d'etat and all that, ended up with Saddam Hussein. The one in Iraq ended up with the Ayatollahs. So, especially when there's no leader. I mean, the leaderless revolutions are very, very difficult to deal with. And right now, people are saying Mubarak should leave and Soleiman should take over. Soleiman is actually much worse a guy than Mubarak. Soleiman was the guy who tortured the people on rendition things by the CIA. Not so much Mubarak. So it's actually going from the frying pan into the fire. And the remark that Tony made about going all the way back to pharaonic times is not that irrelevant. It's actually quite relevant because Egypt has had the same problems from pharaonic times to now. There was never democracy in Egypt. It was pharaohs, khedives, British imperialism. There was never democracy. And in fact, if you really want to understand the DNA of the country, you should watch the Sound and Light of the Pyramids. Because here the Sphinx speaks, and he says, we've been conquered by everybody, but the conquerors fear time, and time fears the pyramids. So he puts the pyramids even higher than time, and it's a very, very long-term process. So what is happening now is déjà vu in a almost historical sense, and I don't think the solution will come with the easy recipes that are manufactured in the West, because that's not going to work.
Thank you.